All right, everyone, welcome to another monologue of quarterfinals. Just took a shower, we just got home. I'm gonna unpack. While I'm unpacking, I'm gonna do a nice little debrief of what happened today. And just so you guys know, there will be a final debrief of quarterfinals coming either tomorrow or posted on Monday. Not sure when I'm gonna record, what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna kind of a little more scripted, so I make sure that I hit each point. But it's been fun to do these kind of like off the cuff, kind of helps me do something productive while I'm moving, making it a little more entertaining. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching these episodes. Hope you guys are enjoying the new thumbnails, as I've recently discovered how to create some more artistic and creative and enticing thumbnails. So please give the video a like if you've been enjoying it, commenting stuff you maybe want to see in my off season from CrossFit. And just so you guys know, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. So let's get into it. So breaking down today. Day 3, we did tests 4 and 5. 4 was due at 3 o'clock. I did the workout at 1:30, 1:45, and it was very stressful to get the freaking video to upload to YouTube. As you know, so I did the workout, and I'm like, okay, now I got to get it on, and it took literally 20, 30 minutes to get up on YouTube, and then I had submitted my videos and my scores with less than 10 minutes to spare. That's a lot tighter of a window than I would have liked. And it wasn't ideal, but I just didn't know where and when I was going to be doing the workout. So I knew, okay, I found my location. This is my place. This is where I'm doing it. Let's go execute the WOD. Breaking down workout 4. I did not like how the video looked. I don't really like VUPS. Here's why. It is a very difficult, brain fog. The VUP. I guarantee you, at the time of this recording, it is 6:49. I need to check Instagram or YouTube because I guarantee you Andrew Hiller probably has something up already on this about how to judge the VUP. I definitely did not, according to the standards of CrossFit, uphold the standards of when the VUP starts. I did uphold the standard of where you touch the feet and the repetition counts at the top. But as saying, and somebody commented on this, and they are very 100% correct, and I noticed this when I posted the video, but for workout 4 on the VUPS, my legs would lift off the ground, and then my torso would lift off the ground. I'll be honest with you, in the middle of the workout, it didn't even cross my mind to do that. Like, I was just trying to do a VUP, and like literally my legs would come up first, and then my torso would come up, and I'd touch head over top of the knees and meeting the standard there, and I'd come back down and touch the ground and go again. Feet were together. You can clearly see my feet coming apart, coming together, and coming up. I guarantee you if I watch some other people's videos, and this isn't throwing a shot at anybody, this is just like, I think some of the stupidity of this movement and the standards to meet. Having your feet together, I guarantee you, most people, probably 90% of people, for every single repetition, did not have their feet together. I will tell you, mine definitely like separated a little bit, but at the top, they came back together and I made sure to touch. But from the angle that they want you to be presented, which is like this, there is no way in God's green earth you can tell that your feet are together at this angle. You can't tell if my hands are together. How are you supposed to know somebody's feet? And they're moving super fast. I don't like that standard. I guess maybe I'm whining a little bit too much about it. But I just thought about it because somebody commented, and then I really like scrubbed through again the standards on CrossFit because I had to submit the video. Like, I didn't like how the VUPs looked. I had to submit. There was no time to redo. It's out there. If CrossFit wants to penalize me, so be it. But the standard of coming off the ground at the same time, I guess I don't really understand that for why. Like, I feel like if you were to lift the legs and lift up, cool. If you want to lift up first and then meet your legs, same thing. I understand the point of contact where you have to be above your knees and your head and, make the contact. The feet together, I can see why, because if you get wider, it's a shorter range, you can reach out. But I would say as long as you're in like a shoulders width, I feel like that's fine because it's kind of like a total bar. I think honestly just 25 GHDs would have been a hell of a lot easier to judge and perform as an athlete. I probably would have preferred that. But I get it. The VUP, great movement, great accessory. Cool that it was in the workout. But again, with the movement standards, it was a little iffy. So that's my little rant on that. I guarantee you, again, Hiller has probably made a video. I can't wait to watch it later tonight. of that. Because again, I think the judging standards for what is a rep and what isn't a rep is a little wishy-washy. And again, taking out that ambiguity, especially when people's time is on the line for who gets to go to quarters. I don't want my score to take away from somebody else's spot. So like, again, if I don't meet the standard, just X out my video. It's cool. I get it. But yeah, so that's my rant on test 4. But talking about the other stuff of the test, do I think it was a good test? I don't know. I have to let that marinate. That might be in the later video. The row, so I got through 2 rounds, full 2 rounds, and then 410 meters at the end of the workout. So one thing I did not like about the workout is the rollover of when you roll over on the rower. Like if it's like 19 minutes and 59 seconds, and I get that last pull, 20, can I, like, if people are going to feather it at the end, like if I was like here and I was trying to squeak out another pull and like 20 seconds hits and then I pull, well, do those rollover meters count? I don't really know. I think that's a very interesting part of the workout where, like, again, that's a rep or two that definitely could like squeak into somebody's score. So that's another concern I have for the workout. And again, regards to people's like placing and who gets to move on to semis, I just, again, taking out the ambiguity of it all, I just think it's a little odd or weird. I think, I don't know, maybe you subtract 1 rep, maybe you subtract 2 reps from somebody's score if they finish their pull after the 20-minute mark. Or maybe one of the standards we could make here is your hands have to be off the rower handle completely and that before the 20-second mark. I think that would have been a great thing to do in order to eliminate, again, ambiguity of when does somebody pull and when does that pull count. And I'm pulling up my phone now because I want to make sure that that wasn't a standard for this movement. But I think that would eliminate an issue there with the rower of when you can and cannot pull. Time capped rower monitor has come to a rest. Every 10 meters will count as 1 repetition. Cool with that. You must remain with your hands on the handle until the monitor reads the designated distance during each round. Did that as in regards to the 1K and the 500 meters. But for when scores count, false start penalty, -1 repetition. Missed skipped meters, 2 repetitions for every 10 meters per instance. If the meters rowed are not clearly displayed after each row, the athlete will receive a 10 repetition penalty per count. Okay, that's fine. Missing repetitions for on that score being adjusted. Yep, that's fine. If I have to get minus my 50 points, I'm cool with that. Shoot. I really wish I had this out, but let's see. So if you are time capped on the rower, once the monitors come to a rest, every 10 meters completed counts 1 repetition. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything on here that states when you can stop yanking the chain on that freaking rower. Again, maybe I'm just not reading through everything. I'm kind of being quick here. Again, yeah, missing reps, penalties, I'm cool with that. Again, if I get penalized, it's my fault. I didn't do the standard of what they were looking for here. Missed skip meters, 2 repetitions for every 10 meters per instance. Yeah, 49 record the film. Record a short row with intended repetitions to ensure the monitor is clearly visible following immediate 0 score. Filming the VUPS from the front angle or back must be filmed with 3/4 angle, not visually confirming the floor layer on camera. Having the visible timer of the test, intentionally altering reps or schemes. Okay, so again, I'm not seeing anything here on when you can actually stop pulling the chain. I think it would have been appropriate to have athletes let go before the 20 seconds. But again, do you want them to pull through? Again, I just think it's a little bit ambiguous of when you can and cannot. But overall, as a test, 1K row, love that. Throws back and kind of alludes to the games, that final event. Cool. Good output and just pure capacity test. Cool with it. I like rowing. Very simple. GHD machine. Cool with it. I like GHDs. I think 50 is a solid clip. It shows have you been working on your core. For me personally, yes. I did both sets of 50 unbroken. It felt awful, but I did it, and I have the capacity and the pain management to do that. So I enjoyed that part of it. It brought me to a very dark side of myself, especially in that second round, where I tried to mimic the paces and mimic, ultimately, what I was able to do for that workout. So yeah, good capacity test. 100% love it, totally about it. Workout number 5. And this is where my body completely just like shut off. So in the clean and jerk workout on test 3 yesterday, something happened. Something cramped in my lat on one of the jerks. It was definitely from undertraining and just asking my body to overexert itself. And we definitely tweaked something. Something's not right. Muscular. I don't think I tore any ligaments, thank goodness. But there is something that is not right with my body right now. So on, going back to workout 4, sorry we're bouncing around a little bit, but on workout number 4, I could feel it on every repetition of the row, every pull. Oh, that left was just locking up. And then on every repetition of the GHDs and VUPS, I could feel something clicking in my back. Not like my spine, but the muscles where my upper area meets up in here somewhere. As you can see, there's a little bit of cupping. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but there's a good bit of cupping on that side because it was just completely dead after yesterday, and it was completely dead this morning, and we had to revive it for this afternoon. So, test number 5. I knew going into this, every pull-up hurt, every bar muscle-up hurt, every rope climb hurt, every deadlift hurt. So, looked at the scoreboard, looked at the leaderboard, nowhere near semis. So, we're not going to murder myself for this workout. So, essentially, we did as hard as I could push my body without feeling like I was going to get injured. I did every repetition to the best, again, upholding standards, making sure to hit everything as best I could, and we moved through the workout. Essentially, it was like for completion, but I pushed my body to its absolute pain, and man, did that workout hurt the entire time. I just had to shut that part off of my brain and just say, yep, you're going to keep moving. Don't worry, it's not going to break. Keep doing your thing. So that's what we did for workout 5. I did not want to get time capped, so I took big enough sets on the gymnastics. I moved well enough on the deadlift. I did a lot of singles, but quick singles, relatively speaking. Took the breaks when I needed, belted up, and then moved on the ropes, like one rope every 20 to 30 seconds. My left arm just completely gave out. If you look at the video when I do post it, my left arm is here, my right arm is the follow through here. I would go boom, right arm, because my left arm, I had no grip and pull strength. I didn't feel comfortable with it being on top. So we had to make some adjustments, and we're kind of pulling into that right arm. Same thing on the bar muscle up. Chest to bar was fine, I guess. Like I was really just kind of throwing myself forward, making contact. But on the bar muscle ups, on the extension, my arm went numb, and I had to lean onto my right and kind of reestablish the lockout there. And then rebounding into the next kip, absolute cluster. So that was workout 5. Again, just wanted to complete. It's definitely going to be my worst finish by far, as we were well over 10 minutes for that workout. Not thrilled with it. I'm disappointed with the outcome. I'm very happy with the improvements. But it was definitely like a bitter pill to swallow, putting in a year's worth of work, and then in the last 6 weeks, your body starts to kind of give up on you. But that's only because I didn't do the work that I was supposed to in regards to rest, mobility, and identifying certain things that were issues a couple months ago that resurfaced and got even worse because I didn't correct them in the past. So a good learning experience. A lot of things that I can take into the next season, hopefully can correct, and most likely will correct, as long as I commit to it and I am 100% bought in. As, looking at things, is there ways I could have bought in more this year? Absolutely. And do I plan to buy in more next year? Yes. So that's the plan moving forward there. And on my drive home, as I was kind of down and bummed out on myself, I listened to Eric Thomas, a.k.a. E.T., the hip-hop preacher. He gives some great words of wisdom. And one of his podcasts I was listening to, it talks about how you need adversity because it is an essential part of life. I'm trying to recollect or remember what he said. I can't remember the exact words, but man, it just put me in a whole different mindset. Like, I was really, really bummed out on the car ride home. What did he say? I got to look at it. It's on here. It's somewhere. I think it's called Championship Mindset. Sorry. This is part of competing too. I haven't eaten dinner yet, And my freaking brain fog right now is off the freaking charts. Like, I am really struggling here. Okay, let me see. It says in the caption, what is it? Okay, yeah, so it's Eric Thomas, the dash, not the dash, like the bar this way. Championship Mindset Motivation from 2 years ago. 500K views. So, oh shoot, what did he even say in this? It was something about like, now is the time to get it. And it says, you cannot afford to live in potential for the rest of your life. At some point, you have to unleash the potential and make your move. And I think it's a very beautiful thing. And in it, he talks about a championship mindset of, yes, you may not always achieve the goal that you're looking for, but you continue to put in the work anyways. You kind of lick your wounds and you move on to the next one and you try your best again. And like for me, I was like, man, that's exactly what I need to hear. And that's very like partial, like for what he said. Man, he said it a lot better. He's a great speaker. So I highly recommend you check out Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. Because man, he just totally changed my mindset of how I'm approaching this. And I'm like, okay, this was a good lesson. Take what you can from it and move forward. It's, again, not 100% what I wanted. I put in some good efforts, but clearly what I did didn't work because I'm not where I wanted to be necessarily. So yeah, that is, I guess, the final quote-unquote monologue for now. I'm definitely going to do one more breakdown. I don't think I'll categorize it as a monologue, but this is a recap of day 3 of quarterfinals. I want to say thank you guys for watching these episodes, supporting me, and I plan on doing a heck of a lot better next year. So for the time being, peace, much love. Thank you for watching.